What is going on, Adventure Nation? In this episode, we continue to shed the mud from the Dempster Highway. We take a tram to the top of a mountain. Some of us do it twice. Stick around to find out why. This is the Motorhome Experiment. What is happening, everybody?
Hello.
We've been locked up in the RV for a couple of days. Not necessarily locked up. We've been taking care of a few things. I've been editing my butt off trying to get caught up, which just always seems to be the case. I did clean up Lori's car a little bit. It was driving funny and...
It was shaking. Like when you will stand or drive.
Like the front end was out of balance?
Just shake, yeah.
So found out that's a little mud, so I got that taken care of. There's dirt and mud in holes that I didn't even know the car had down in here. I'm gonna clean all that out and then probably suggest that you guys don't drive down the Dempster Highway unless you're fully prepared to have dirt everywhere, like just mud stuffed in places that you didn't know there were holes. Here, let me show you this on the car. So you can see that there's just mud everywhere on the steering arms. There's mud down here in the suspension. There's mud just everywhere. So I'm gonna clean a lot of that up. There's mud over here piled up on the frame. And so just be prepared to know that stuff is gonna have mud everywhere if you go up the Dempster Highway. Would I change it for the world? Absolutely not. It's still an amazing trip. We also changed the dolly tires. I was gonna do it before we got up to Alaska, but I thought, you know, let me get them up here. Let me beat the snot out of them a little bit more up here, which we did on the road up to Tuktoyaktuk and back on the Dempster Highway. I honestly didn't think that they were gonna make the trip up and back. I really didn't think they would, but they did.
They run great like a champ, but they were towards the end of their lives.
They were, yeah, totally toast. So I did exchange those. You can see the tread wear along the edges here. That means that I have not been properly inflating these. They've actually been underinflated for a long time. If your tires are wearing here, you're underinflated. If they're wearing in the center, you're overinflated and you've got like a cup in the center. So what happens here is because it's underinflated, this center doesn't touch the road as much as this. Bad poly. Anchorage is a pretty decent sized town. It's 300,000 or so. And only 2 or 3 places maybe that you could get trailer tires. And I went to a place called Trailer Craft and they were actually pretty awesome. And their pricing was reasonable, but
not great, but not horrible either.
No.
And today I did a Costco run, so because there's 2 Costco's here in Anchorage, so might as well restock and all the stuff that we already used.
And now we're going out to buy something that I've been waiting for. I should have bought a long time ago, and that is a different lens for this camera. The lens I've got here is a close-up lens, and it's really, that's all the way zoomed out. This is all the way zoomed in. That's it. That's all this lens does. So it's really just for shooting our like happy, smiley faces. And then when we've seen bears and stuff in the ditch and I'm trying to zoom in, I'm like, I can't get it. So fixing that today. Let's go get it.
Let's go.
This is a lens that's gonna help me step up our show, make it a little bit better. So yeah, I won't bore you guys with that, but I'm excited. And then we just had our regular mail sent here as well. Our regular old, boring old mail stuff. So
didn't I get anything?
The boring, regular old mail stuff.
Aww.
We've seen this sign, or not this sign, but signs like this all over the place, including down in Texas. Alaska. Pretty cool.
So we need to take our selfie, of course.
Got to take the obligatory greetings from Alaska selfie. Good morning, everybody. Kind of one of those mornings where not a whole lot is going right, but you know, I'll just keep smiling like a dumbass and hopefully it'll get better. This was our site here at Centennial. We had Vegan RV next to us. Nice wooded area. We'd heard mixed reviews about this campground, that it wasn't great, that there was some riffraff. I don't know what they were talking about. We didn't see anything bad. Our site very, very deep. So we had plenty of room to have the dolly left on, still park the car. The camp host here was awesome. So we did hear that review, is that the camp hosts were great. So That's pretty cool. Lori's down at the post office running some errands, so she'll be back in just a second. We're going over to get gas and propane before heading out of town, leaving the Centennial Campground. It was a nice day. I mean, we stayed here in Anchorage for 3 days and didn't do anything, really. We'll probably hit Anchorage on the way back. At least that's the plan. We are rolling south out of Anchorage on Alaska 1.
Hello guys.
Oh yeah, by the way, Lorena's back.
Yeah.
This is called the Turnagain Arm. The Turnagain Arm. And this is where a tidal bore happens, similar to like the tidal bores in New Brunswick, Canada. This one's about 6 to 10 feet. So it's not a huge tidal bore, but it's big enough that guys can surf it and things like that. We are here when there's not a full moon event, so the bore is not as large. We decided we would pull over here at Beluga Point. This is supposed to be a great spot to be able to see the tide change. And you're supposed to be able to see beluga whales here at some point. I think right now the tide is too small because it's not during the full moon. No belugas, just a bunch of people disobeying the no trespassing signs. That's it. And as you can see there, the no trespassing sign clearly marked, and yes, all the people out there. Do I want to go out there? Absolutely. But I don't feel like getting arrested for trespassing. And as you may be able to see in front of us, there is a chairlift there. This is a ski area called the Alyeska Resort. The Alyeska Highway comes off of Alaska 1 just south of Anchorage on the Turnagain Arm. And we found out that Alyeska is an Aleut word that means Alaska. And Alyeska is also the name of the conglomerate or consortium or whatever you want to call it of oil companies that came together to build the Alaska pipeline. So that's kind of cool. The little town up here is called Girdwood, although I believe it used to be called Alyeska as well and was changed to Girdwood. I don't know the whole reasoning behind that, but that's what I know.
Well, the map still shows Alyeska, the town itself.
I think the town is Girdwood, and the resort is the only thing left that's Alyeska. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, to the right?
Yeah.
And here we are at the Alyeska Resort. We made it to Alyeska. Not spectacular or anything, is it? Pretty crazy. What do you think?
Go, Pablito.
Better. What do you think of the ride up?
It was short, sweet, but extremely beautiful views for sure.
That's not something you see every day. Is avoid the unexploded artillery shells.
Let's try to avoid them, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Hiking's a good idea if you're not.
Just don't touch them.
We've come up about 75 feet above the top of the lift, and we're just resting for taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah. No, it's not resting. It's just
yeah, we're just stopping to take pictures.
Yeah, that's all we need to do.
Because
not catching our breath.
We're not, definitely not catching our breath.
I blame it on the elevation.
The elevation is just a little bit wicked. That is amazing. That again is the Turnagain Arm. So that is the tidal bore waters that come in.
Yeah, but who
from
had
the Bering Sea.
Turnagain? Why did they name it that?
Captain Cook.
Who is Captain Cook? We're still playing the Alex Trebek game.
Oh. So you don't have to take the tram up here. You can actually hike up the 2,600 feet or whatever. Just easy. But we elected to take the tram because we were under time constraints, and there's no way we were gonna hike 2,600 feet. Incredible. We are now in the clouds. How you doing up here, Lori?
I'm good. Just taking the views in. It's just like 2 thumbs up. Now I have to say, for me, $30 for a tram, it was a little bit pretty steep on price for a tram. But the views up here is just spectacular. More in a clear day.
Come on up here, Kevin.
Nope. See ya.
No, come on up.
Not gonna do it. Would it be prudent?
Kevin didn't want to come up here and look over here. Down into the abyss. Holy smokes. Well, they're going that way. I'm gonna go this way. Kevin and I are out walking on the snow. It's pretty slippery. It's actually slippier than the Glacier that we were on. Of course, we were wearing crampons. But I'm gonna go climb up this little bit of a hill there, and then I'm gonna slide down. Probably on my jacket, using it as a toboggan. Lorraine is coming out to filming now. I'm gonna go slide down this snow.
That's a bad idea. He's not gonna be able to stop, I think. Why am I letting him do this?
Okay, me, the smart ass, thought I was gonna run all the way up this hill. The last little bit is getting a bit slow. And there's a lot of rocks and stuff on the way down here. So I might have one of those suck up my butt by the time I'm done. Almost there. Almost. All right. Not quite at the top of the glacier, but I'm not sliding down through that. There's Lorena. Let's slide down this sucker. Here we go. All right. Oh, that didn't quite go as planned. It only lasted about 50 feet. Maybe I should go down face first. Let me try that. Like Superman. Okay, now I'm gonna try Superman style, see how that works. I don't have much hope for success, I don't think, in this respect either. And this is really gonna hurt the man parts. But here we go. And we're going. We're going. We're going. That was about 8 feet. Very unsuccessful. There we go. Building up speed. Building up speed. Oh, we're at 20 or 30 feet now. And now I'm just frozen and unsuccessful. It's just craziness.
Okay, that didn't work out very well. He was trying to slide, but nothing. And I'm actually glad that didn't happen. Because I'm not sure, like, coming all this downhill, there would have been really like a stop. See, that's why I'm glad.
Okay, Miss Lorena, what do you think of that?
What is that?
The tram ride and the top of the hill.
I think I say it already like a
Thumbs
few
up?
times. It's like,
Well, but let's say the $30.
I think the $30 still a little steep on the price. I mean, we pay a lot less in Centennial Albuquerque, and it was like probably 3 or 4 times longer than this.
Right.
With that being said, the views are gorgeous up there. So if you have the money, spend it. If you don't, I would say save it. Or you can hike it up and just take the tram down.
That's true. You could just hike that.
Tough hike though.
I'm not going to do that. We are going to head inside of the Alyeska Resort and check it out. Maybe we'll come back in the winter and do some snowboarding. We popped over to the Winter Creek Trail, winter as in winning, and there's supposedly a hand tram that you can take across a 50-foot gap. So, not 50-foot gap, I think it's 50 foot up. I don't know how far the gap is. I think Lorena is trying to get me back for the trip up the Dempster Highway because she said, it's only a mile hike. We can do that. What she didn't tell me, it was straight down the side of a mountain, switchbacks back and forth through the trees, over stumps and everything else.
The problem is not the coming down. It's going to be the going back up.
Back up is going to be
one
a mother.
Straight uphill.
So, failed to tell me that.
I failed to read it somewhere. I just read, it's a mile.
What do you think, Lorena? Ready for the hand tram?
I'm glad I brought him because he's the one pulling us up to the other side. And back.
No, I've got to hold the camera.
I hold it this time for you.
No, I have to hold that camera. You don't know how to operate it.
I can do it myself, but then we will get there probably in 2 hours from now. Just saying.
Okay, Lori, let's do this. Thank you, sir. Let me jump on the other side. Yeah, let me jump on the other side. It's gonna be... All right, come on in.
Ready for this?
Yeah. Are you gonna? Oh, you're gonna pull us across. Look at Lori. She's a beast. Look at that.
So easy. Now it's his turn because now it's like the last little thing, like the uphill part of it.
Hey!
Should yell at him. Payback is a bitch.
Yeah, payback's a bitch, buddy. As you get up to the far side, it gets pretty heavy.
Yes, it's the last little bit.
It's this last little bit that's tough. And we are in.
We did it.
All right, and we didn't lock the door like we should have.
Come on, Paul, high five.
Now we gotta mess with Kevin and Laura.
In and Kevin is afraid of heights.
Okay, here comes Kevin and Laura now, making their way across. How far into it should we stop it, Lori?
I think in the middle of it.
In the middle, where Kevin's gonna hate it the most? All right.
You need help?
You need help, Kevin? Here, let me help you. Let me help you. Yeah, I'm gonna help you. Lori's helping now.
Yeah.
Okay, you big meanie, that's enough.
Oh, one more time.
You are doing it to Laura.
Oh, you're being mean to Laura.
Now I'm helping Laura.
Oh, girl power. That was a pretty cool experience. That was pretty fun.
I know, we started with the expensive $30 tram and now we came and
Yeah.
did the free tram.
This is just a hard labor tram.
We're gonna pay the price later probably.
Yeah, our arms are not gonna like us. I'm gonna not be able to use the keyboard.
The legs going up
Yeah,
again.
yeah, should be interesting. And they come into the finish line. And they made it. Booyah! Please keep your hands and arms inside the tram at all times.
Chiquitinas y chiquitinas, por favor, mantengan sus brazos.
All right, if you're in the Anchorage area and you need a full body workout, I highly suggest you come out here to Alyeska and you find the hand tram. It's a 1 mile walk straight down the side of a cliff, and then it's a 1 mile walk straight up the side of the cliff, and then you've got a couple hundred yards of hand cranking a tram back and forth with your own body weight. Yeah. We're gonna sleep good tonight.
We made it.
We did make it back. What did we miss?
Literally a quarter mile and we could have been to the gorge. Quarter mile past the tramway.
I guess we should have read this, huh?
Yeah. We're losers. Especially that one.
What do you think about that,
Oh wait,
Lori?
I'm not.
Why did we not go there?
I wasn't planning on going there.
Oh.
Somebody was already
But it was a-
itching about like the hike down there, like, oh, we should go back.
My arms are tired.
Whose idea was this? All that stuff. So yeah.
No, they're not brother and sister, but they sometimes act like it. That was awesome, everybody. You know what they say, Lori?
What they say?
Every now and then you gotta hike a mile and do a hand tram.
Yeah, that's a common saying too.
Very, very common saying. Good morning. You guys may wonder why I'm driving Kevin and Laura's car. You may wonder why I'm out in the pouring rain by myself. You may wonder why I'm back at the Alyeska Resort. We'll talk about that in just a sec. But right now, I gotta go. You may also wonder why I'm back at the Alyeska tramway. And yes, I am taking the tram back to the top. And you may be wondering why I'm back up here and heading back up the glacier in this nasty weather. Today is a rescue mission. I'm up on the first plateau here. You can't see it now, but I can see the part of the glacier here. All I can see is black dots up there. That's a bunch of rocks. But I know my target is up here. It is a known fact that sometimes on these rescue missions, the rescuers need rescuing. Hopefully that's not the case. We're back up on the glacier now, and the snow is extremely slippery because of the rainfall, and now it's just a matter of trying to find my phone. And the rescue mission is complete. My Samsung Note 8 is on the top of a glacier. It's been here all night, still at 47% battery. Let me rest right here for a second and talk to you guys about this. If you have an app on your phone that allows you to find it if it's turned on, turn on that app, because you never know when you might be hiking on a glacier or a mountain or somewhere and need to find your lost phone. Call me anytime, Samsung, and I'll give you a good recommendation. Not that my word means anything, but pretty freaking amazing. How cool is that? It's really cool. It sat on a frozen, this thing is frozen right now. Sat on a frozen glacier overnight in the rain, and it still works. Holy crap. Now it's time to head back down. Whew, let's do this. Okay folks, I can't think of a better time to end this video than on top of the mountain here at the Alyeska Resort in Alaska. Absolutely incredible. And if this is your first time here, do I even need to say why you need to subscribe? Sometimes we're taking a hand tram across a raging river, kind of more like a creek. At other times, I might be up on a huge mountain, kind of sort of, searching for a lost cell phone after a tram ride and a run up the mountain, kind of a jog really. At the end, it was really a slow walk. I was kind of crawling at the end. If you want to stay up with us and all of our travels, you've got to hit that subscribe button, smash that thing, pound it, click it a bunch of times. So don't do that, just click it once. If you click it a bunch, you might unsubscribe in the process of, and make sure you click that notifications bell, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye now. Time to get off this mountain. And I almost fell in the last seconds. Luckily, I wasn't close to a cliff. What is wrong with me? Woohoo! By the way, this video brought to you by veganrv.com, without whose love and support this video couldn't have happened, because I wouldn't have had a car to take up the mountain. Of course, I could have unhooked mine, but theirs was already unhooked, so I love those guys.